Hi. Here is my kind of a blue botanical journal. I just want to quickly film this one before I send it to its new owner. So here it is. It's my crazy stitching style, of course. And I'm sorry, wait a second. I have to let my dog in. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, as I said, it's crazy stitching. And on the cover I have all kinds of fabric pieces and thread. This is silk thread, and then there's cotton, viscose, there's old lace. This is a vintage hanky that I've cut and used this flower as a focal point, and then I added the beads around and that kind of stuff. And yeah, and here I have oops, how am I going to, yeah, like a safety pin, and there's a tiny book, fabric book. There's a tassel with a glass bead and a heart. And then on the inside, okay, I'll put it down. On the inside, you can see all the crazy stitching there. And then I have this Eco-Dite paper that I absolutely love and have just a little bit left. Luckily, because I'm working on a custom order, a lady wanted this type of journal, so yeah, I'm lucky to have a little bit more of these papers. Then this is a pocket with layers and crazy stitching, and here's just a tag backed with some vintage paper. This is gessoed book page, my handmade paper. Sorry, the light is quite poor because it's really cloudy here, but there's nothing I can do about that. A piece of an old doily. There's some glittery tape underneath, just because. And then coffee dyed paper, tea dyed cardstock with some fabric collage and a little bling in the center. There's the stitching. I love that look, with the stitching on paper. If you would write there, the stitching would just add more to that page. That's why I like it. A little fabric tab. This is the bottom bottom of the of the book page bag, and then my handmade flower with some lovely beads there. This is decorative page, and it's just layers of fabric and lace and this viscose fabric that had these leaves, so I cut them out and then stitched all around. My handmade paper, of course, more of that Eco-Dite paper, and this handmade paper that I just kind of stamped on with wet cooked leaves and then they left these prints there. And coffee dyed, just some embellishments here, some bling, of course, I love adding bling. Another embellishment here, sewed on some fabric, and I added these handmade flowers and punched out flowers. I love this one. It's just so cool. This is very vintage piece of embroidered fabric that I coffee dyed, and it's just so beautiful. This is that book page bag, and just a nice tag or a card there. My lovely white flowers, vintage. I love them. Love using them. I'm obsessed with them lately. And this cute little embellishment there. I hope this thing is focusing well. This is whoops, threads. Whoops, threads everywhere. Book page bag, and I've stitched some viscose fabric ruffle on the side, and then inside is a handmade card, journaling card, and then my handmade stamp, and I just drew some lines there to accent it a little bit. I like that. I really like that. So that goes there. There's a pocket. This is also a pocket here behind the flower, and here, and this is just some fun recycled paper that I've turned into a long tag or a bookmarker. This is also handmade, of course, and this is some lovely cotton fabric, and then some layers of fibers and fabric. I love these papers. And this is actually it's not just plain paper, it's thicker, and I think that comes out of a vintage book. Another handmade tag. And here is another fabric pocket with a tag, of course. I like this. And here I used that plastic sleeve. I don't know what it's called. And then I folded it in half to add, into this journal. And here I recycled some packaging, and I decoupaged this flower. Okay. And then I added some glittery acrylic paint over that, and I backed it with vintage book page, of course. Then I added some embellishments to the side there. Here's a little fabric tab. This is vintage paper. I doubled it and then stitched it all around, just because. And this little book page bag that I created. And on the inside I have this cute tag made out of my handmade paper, and this is my handmade stamp. So that goes there. Then some nice coffee dyed paper, another fabric collage there, eco dyed handmade paper. Every page is different, and I love that. Here's some glittery tape. I love this tape. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with my glittery tapes. And let me show you. I have this amount, except for this washi here. It's not washi, it's kind of washi tape, but these glittery tapes I keep them on this necklace. It's just easy for me that way. But I love these, and they actually stick to the page really, really well. Anyway, some lovely fabric and vintage flowers. And this is like a writing pad. I mean, you could use it for whatever you want, but basically, if you, in any case, for example, if this bothers you when you write, I mean, I wouldn't be bothered. It's not really that, it's not in the way, but just in case, you can put this and then write, and it's absolutely fine. So that's why I put it there. But as I said, it could be used for whatever. I mean, you could just use it as a writing spot or to add photos. So that's that. More decoration. Here's just a guest check that I backed with some paper, cardstock, sorry, and made a tag. And more nice papers for writing. I just stitched here just because I love it. This handmade paper is very textured. You can write on it, no problem, but then I added more texture and then some decoration and a fabric tab. And then this is a tuck spot, and I have another handmade paper tag stamped, and I added some bling. And this is the back, and another handmade tag. This is book page, coffee dyed, and then I gessoed it and then stamped and added some fabric strips. And that's that. So that's one of my latest journals, and it's a fat one. Look at it. It's really, really fat. I love it. I really love it. So yeah, that one is going into the wide world today. And I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.